In the last section, we added a single method to the cards module. This method returned a string of hi there whenever it was called. We then executed this code at the Elixir shell or Elixir interactive shell at our command line. So this is definitely a good start. Got to start somewhere. But let's start thinking a little bit more about how we're going to build the first method of our app. So remember our first method here, the first one we want to make is a method that will create an array or a list of playing cards. That's what we want to do. So we want to add a method to our cards module, which is going to generate this list or array of playing cards. We'll do so by first removing the method we already wrote in here. So we don't really need a hello method. And then to write another method, we follow the exact same pattern. So we'll first say def or define a method called createDeck, then do and end to open up a block of code right here. Now we want to create an array or kind of like a list of playing cards. That's like the end goal here. That's what we want to do. We can define a list of elements by using the bracket notation for an array, which is similar to Ruby, JavaScript, Java, tons of other languages. So again, nothing too bad here just yet. We can create our array, or our list is the term that I'm going to be using a lot, after placing these square braces. So directly in here, we can put in a first couple cards as just strings, like ace, 2, and 3. Notice I'm using double quotes in here as opposed to single quotes. So single quotes are supported, but the convention is to use double quotes throughout all of your Elixir code. So now we can do a quick test back at the terminal just to make sure that, yep, this method's working the way that we expect. So I'm going to open the Elixir shell back open, and you'll notice that I still have the shell open right here, so I have not closed it yet. If I call cards.createDeck, okay, well, we get an error message here. It says function createDeck is undefined or private. So the Elixir shell does not automatically reload or recompile your code whenever something changes. To tell this shell to kind of restart or reload our code, recompile it, we can use the keyword of just recompile. And by running recompile, it will automatically recompile the file that we just changed, and then we can call cards.createDeck. And we get back our list of cards of ace, 2, and 3. One other last thing in here that I want to mention is that to get out of the shell right here, you can press Control-C twice, like so, and then you'll go back to your normal command line. Then to open our Elixir shell back up, we can run IEX-S mix. I'm going to leave my shell open throughout this entire course, so you're not going to see me kind of closing it and reopening it all the time. So I would encourage you to make a quick note right here of this command so you don't have to come back to this section to remember what it is to start the shell back up. And so when we start it back up, I can run cards.createDeck again, and yep, ace, 2, 3, we're good to go. Okay, let's continue with our createDeck method in the next section.